Ladies and gentlemen, it's V-Build number 50! We've gone through 50 of these things, mostly thanks to weird stuff like Legos and stickering arms microns, but it's number 50, and it's time to deal with a bit of unsettled business. So, the model kit that I saw advertisements for when I was in Japan and bought while I was in Japan for 90 days, the Verka Unicorn Gundam, what I got for 3,675 Japanese dollars. I bought this in Japan and thought, oh, I can't build this here. I'm going to be heading home within, like, 30 days. I should build it at home. And I got home and I was like, oh, I can't build this now. I got to do it right. And so I've decided I'm not going to do it right. I'm just going to do it! So, let's get some of this stuff out of the way. Let's open a box. This is a big box. This is back when the unicorn thing was this, like, yo, it's from a novel series. And we're going to do a Verka, and that's it. There's, like, a big instruction book thing. See, it's like, hey, look, coming out 12/26, like, 07. Here's, like, an ad for, like, yo, you can get a thing. If you, in the far-flung future of 2008, you can get a Gatling gun that I don't have. And, this thing has, like, a beauty pageant deal across the front. See, it's got, like, a sash, a cardboard sash. And then it's all full of this stuff. Look at all this hoo-ha and nonsense. So I'm gonna bust this into a couple of clips and smack them together. And, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a ride. Let's get all Verka! It begins. We're gonna do this in instruction order, just going on my way through this booklet, and I'm not gonna show you, like, 2 arms and 2 legs. I think I'll just do, like, 1 arm and 1 leg, and then do the other one off camera. Keep all this interesting, yo! So let's build us a torso. I don't think I've ever built the Gunplach on a V-build, as far as I recall. I always meant to build, like, these 2 little guys who turn into trains or something, and I never got around to it. So, what better way to debut the Gunplach than by jumping on in here and clipping this on, and then spinning this 180 degrees according to the instructions. I wonder why. So this guy, this is a Unicorn Gundam. Back in the day, the thing that I thought was super cool about it, this is like when I was in Japan for 90 days at the end of 2007, was this is a Gundam who was like all white, and then he would transform and have all these like fluorescent bits come out, and I just thought that was super keen. And at the time, it was all like, this is from some kind of Universal Century something or other, and I had no idea what anyone was talking about, so I was there for when they started to do the big push about like this thing coming out. And then it came out while I was there, and I was just like, yo, I'm gonna get this. I don't really know how this is supposed to slot together. I'll just push. Oh, there we go. Oh, a little pilot chair. That's cute. So, since 2007, when I got this thing, there have been more Unicorn Gundam pieces of media. I think that there's an OVA now, and there's, I don't know, other stuff. I haven't actually watched any of it, because I'm a lazy bones, and I'm not super into the cartoon end of Gundam. I'm more into the every now and then build a cool robots end of Gundam. Does this just go in here? This pilot lives in a fluorescent pink pod. I can deal with that. It's kind of like what I'd like one of my future homes to be. It's just like a fluorescent pink pod just floating around inside a robot. And that's how I'll answer my door, that's how I'll get my mail, etc., etc. Apologies if I gotta play with the lighting a little bit here. I'm switching things up from the usual V-Build setup, mostly for the sake of having this thing be, like, interesting to watch. And not a complete mess on my end to try to put together. So, it also goes without saying, if you're a Gunplach hardcore, you're probably going to start pulling your hair out at many points during this video, and I just want to say up front, you know, it's not like I want you to be losing hair. It's just what happens when, you know, people watch what I do. They start hurting themselves. I also haven't done any priming or anything on this kit before building it, because I figure, you know what, I'll just roll with the terminology and say this is my dry build, and then someday I will make it prettier. I'll take it apart and I'll do all kinds of spray painting and airbrushing and all that good stuff. And by saying that, of course, have doomed this kit to never be touched up beyond what you're going to see in this video, because that's just how things tend to go with me. I don't know. I'd like to go in and, I'd like to just airbrush, or at least just matte coat all the white stuff, and it's my understanding that I'll be better off doing that without all the translucent pink bits underneath. So, I guess we'll see how that goes. Gonna travel on up here for a second. I haven't really pre-read these instructions either. Back when I got this kit, I was like reading these instructions every couple days when I was over in Japan. Not to say I didn't have anything better to do with my time, but it was just a thing to read where I was like, oh, when I build this, it's gonna be sweet. I'm gonna read the instructions one more time just to remind myself of how it transforms. Oh, when I build this thing, oh man, the world will change. That was basically like every night when I was in Japan. Poor Jacob had to. I was staying with Jacob when I was in Japan, and he had to put up with all that rambling nonsense of mine every night. You know, we're sitting there watching the Terabee, and then I'm like, Jacob-kun, I'm going to change the world. And he's like, yes, senpai. And I'm like, the first thing I'm going to do is change Gundams forever. The Gundams will... No one will remember what they were like before. Because I'm going to swoop in, and I'm going to make this my domain. My demens. And, I don't remember what else I said. It was a while ago. That Japan trip was a big thing for me. Whoop, I dropped this. I'm also trying to figure out how this is supposed to look once it's actually put together. But that Japan trip was, that was a big changer of the game as far as myself was concerned. As far as me-kun Tachi was concerned. Because, really, how does this go together? I don't quite get it. It's like this? Because when I was there, thanks to DJ Enigma, I discovered that I really like making media. I need to see how this bit goes in here. What's the idea behind this? These aren't Lego quality instructions. The Gundam police have found out my transgressions. They are coming for me. Sir, we are charging you with a minor misdemeanor, doesn't know how to gunpla. Under the gunpla laws and... Am I putting these on the right way around? Is this really how this is supposed to go? I'm going to be prepared to redo some of that stuff. I've also got to do this twice. Put little tiny pieces into little tinier pieces. Here's a handy dandy little guide over here of what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, that looks right. Oh, okay, there. We did that properly. That looks cool. Contrary to what should probably be the popular belief, because I don't look like I know what I'm doing, I have actually built Gunplach's kits before. And some Kotobukiya kits as well. So I'm not a total stranger to the finicky nature of what's going on here. I've been there. But I certainly have not done something on this scale for quite some time. And it looks like... Oh, I see. So those little packs go into here. Whoop. Something else that's a good idea to do when you're building gunplas is to not drop things while you're trying to fit them together. That's some top-level builder advice you're getting from me. That one is I guess, going to come to you for free, but, you know, I should be charging for some of this hot info I'm providing. Where did the... Oh. This just goes right in here, then. Alright. I get you. Yeah! Alright, and then what? This thing plugs into... Okay, this thing plugs into yonder. Well, I thought it plugged into yonder. Oh, there we go. Oh! Well, I said oh, and it fell out, but otherwise... Oh, so this was supposed to go in first. Whoops! So this goes in like that, and then this comes down and pegs onto it. Man, you'd think like the people working on this designed this or something. I don't know. Alright, I think I have my pectorals all lined up properly. So I've got to take this and slot this in there. Okay. It's alright. Hitting a weird little snag of understanding instructions that I technically could have been reading for about 6.5 years. That's all just part of the game when you're building your gunplas. And it just means that, you know, the main hurdle is out of the way. And it's going to be smooth sailing from this point onwards. Yeah, this fits right on. Yeah! Yeah! Waga no gunpla, skill ruse no wa psycho dato. Alright. So I'm... Yep, okay. There's a peg hole for this here. That goes on there. Look at this. Completion! We're almost done building the Gundam. I hope you're all proud of me. Wait, what just happened? Why did... No! Why... What are you doing? Okay. There. I fixed it. I got the mic pointed mostly at me right now, so hopefully you're not missing out on too many clickety-clack plastic noises. I'll swivel it around a bit so we can maybe get a better audio coverage of what's going on. So that goes in there, and then this goes on there. Oh man, doesn't want to go on there. Let's try the other way around. Ah, there we go. So that wasn't a symmetrical piece. I see. Ooh, look at that. That's a little... That's some engineering going on there. Oh! That was satisfying. And then this goes down into all of this mush. Alright. Hey, that's a Gundam torso. Alright. Let's move on to the head. So this head build goes over a page, but don't worry, I've taken care of it. In the meantime, we also have to start busting out some Shiru stickers, yo. And I'm going to be proper Gunpla Elite and apply my stickers with a Gunpla Elite toothpick. First one is the one labeled Key, which goes on the very inside ridge of this thing, which looks like it could very well be one of the dumbest stickers to ever have to apply to anything in my entire life, as it appears that it will involve all kinds of nonsense and tiny angles. I'm trying to arrange the lights to better catch the act as it occurs. So there's a slight tapering on this sticker. How's this gonna go? Okay. So this is the top. You know, all things considered, given the tiny cramped space the sticker's attempting to apply to, could have gone a lot worse. Knock on wood. Alright, well, we did it! Next, I've got this thing, which has to slot in to the back of this thing. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. It's getting a bit close for comfort. And I believe this just jams in like thus. Yep, alright. And then we got some of this pink stuff. We're gonna make a face. And you can't have a Gundam face without Gundam eyes. And I totally do not know where my Gundam markers went. Specifically, the one that was metallic green. I might just get another set from, is that shop downtown? Animu Extreme. And I know they sell those, like, little packs, and it's an easy way to get some of these colors. I may just go get one of those when I go into eventually, someday, in the far-flung future of post-colony drop, actually apply some paint to this model kit. See, I know what colony drops are. I can name drop Tomino. I'm just like you guys, Gundam people. All you Gunpla modelers. I know your buzzwords. I know who Char is. There we go. Get this to adhere to the sculpting at the very least. Okay. Let's go through and make this face. Because this face has got some hella pink. Man. I like how fluorescent this pink stuff is. Like, it really is poppin'. And, like, I mean, poppin'. Like, man. I don't know. I wish it could catch light a bit better. I know that once this all comes together, it's not going to be like having light flowing through the entire figure. But just catching it in the light, like with the naked eye, it just is such a friendly shade. Makes me feel good. And we're just about done with this page, too. So what does that mean? What comes next? Alright, get this in here, and then I'll show you my clever way of dealing with the page turn, the imminent page turn that we have reached here in the build. I think this is all together. Alright, check this out. How clever am I? I already laid my parts out up there to match up with the directions over here. Things are getting pretty high-level gunpla here, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your hats. I know you all thought I was some kind of gormless, unwashed casual. Well, how cash is someone who can do some proper knolling like this? And I also think I needed to be applying another seal here. Seal number K. It's going to go on the back of this Gundam head. Look at this. We're almost at another completion. This build will be child's play. And I will be a Gundam master. Alright, this is the top this time. Whoop. I found it. Like I said, Gundam Master. Gundam Master. Get off the instruction book. Why are you sticking to the instruction book and not my model kit? Oh, you little... Ah! Alright, we're gonna rawhide this. Get in there. Do what I tell you to do. There we go. Alright. We're back on track. As I said, Gundam Master. You know why they don't make Master Asia in SH Figure Arts? It's because there's already a Master in this town. This literally has no glue on. Who makes a sticker without glue? What? I refuse to believe that all the glue on the sticker came off on the instruction book. That doesn't make any sense. This is a garbage sticker. These stickers are garbage. This is terrible. Oh my god. The sticker that I put on the front is already gone. I don't know when it disappeared. I think these stickers need to go away. I'll just leave it in there and it'll probably just fall out at some point. When did that happen? Oh man. That's fine. I was gonna... Oh, here. It's stuck to my finger. I'm starting to have flashbacks to the last time I V-built something with MG in the front of its name. Oh, such a fool. No, we're gonna do it like on the box. The box says it has stickers, we're gonna use the stickers. I'll take them out later. Nah. What a dope. That dope being me. Okay. They're both back in for the time being. How does this go in here? What am I slotting you into? This? Is that what? Yep, okay. Alright. Back in the saddle. Gotta grab C23. Oh, I gotta do some, I gotta do a bit of transforming here. Whoa. Look at this. Look at that sticker. It's all like sideways. You know what? F these stickers. They are trouble waiting to happen. I'll go in and just... When I get my Gundam marker, I'll go in and fix it. Damn, those things are annoying. I hope the eye sticker stays on for at least a little while. I'm disappointed, man. I expected some of that, what do you call it, bandy quality. Oh well, I was able to transform the face. What's next? Oh, horns. Alright, I cut out all the horns. This is the combined horn, but I'm going to put the foldy horns in. And before I hit this whole debacle of trying to get those stickers together, I had already vowed, because I understand it to be the way of things, regardless of my intent, that you do not use the gold stickers on this sheet to go inside this crest, because these gold stickers I heard were the hottest garbage. Little did I know, most all of those stickers ended up being the hottest garbage. So how does this mount? This just kind of clips in there. Oh! That's solid. And we got a forehead to go on top. How did the sticker even get over here? What are you doing? Look at that! It hopped on board from across the room. Get out of here. Alright. And then we gotta put these side bits together. Oh, first we gotta slide the rest of this on. Alright. Back in the saddle. Kicking ass isn't taking names. We've got us a complete unicorn Gundam head. So it's time to move on to make us an arm. It's arms time! And we're going to focus on the right arm. Even though I got all the parts laid out because I couldn't stop myself. So, let's get a build in. I haven't built a Gundam arm in forever. And as far as I can tell, there's something I'm noticing about this kit, compared to the Gundams I have built before, which is there are no polycaps, like anywhere. I believe my online research has told me this is because this is a Verka, Mr. Katoki, with his long, slim legs and whatnot. I'm not sure if that really is the reason why there are no polycaps, but Hey, you know what? I've built things without polycaps before. I built, what do you call it? Kotobukiya's... Except, no wait, those had some polycaps, didn't they? I don't know. Life's all about amazing new experiences, like sliding pink over gray. So, let's run with it, man. Let's see where this takes us. What? Oh, this is supposed to go in first. Whoops. Okay. So we got this, and then we got that, and then this slides in over top. Right? What am I missing? Oh! I see. The one other order. This goes in like this. Then this slides into both of those at the same time. There we go. I got it. Only took me about 14 tries. So, what am I doing? I should be moving this pile of parts around because my lights are all staying here. It's not like the lights are going to move with the camera when I'm pointing at different parts of the book. Duh. Man, how small time of me. So, this whole little assembly here has some more pink. Which hopefully won't shatter on me while I'm messing around with it. And this little bit, those nubs that went in there, I almost cut those nubs off by accident. I almost screwed up royally. I didn't, but I almost did. And then we gotta load this into yonder. Oh, I see. This is like a little armature. That's cool. I think it's like a little armature. Am I plugging it in right? Is it supposed to... Oh, there we go. It clips. And... yeah. This is all sliding together happy-like. There's a design to this, too. Like that? Yeah. And then we close that up. Boom. This is fun. This is pleasant. I don't really have an answer off the top of my head to the reason why I hardly ever do the gunpla on V-builds. I think it's mostly that I daunt myself when I look at something like this and I go like, oh, I can't possibly do all that. I should just film more Legos or something. I have got a couple of kits lying around. I've got some D-Styles. I've got a couple LBXs. And I think in light of this, hopefully, I could pump myself up and videotape the building of some of those, too. Because I know there are a bunch of y'all who have said, yo, it's great and all when you're building Legos and stuff, but we want to see you building model kits. So, I'll do what I can, ladies and gentlemen, to satisfy that desire. Is this in? Okay, I guess this is in. Oh, where am I here now? Okay, there. So we've got this. Jamming it in like here. A lot of well-placed slats and grooves in this kit. It's kind of fun. I don't know if that's just me being a super noob to either the Verka or the MG or anything else. But something fell down. I got it. Come back here. There we go. This next bit with the hand. This is something that I do know I could be modding. I'm gonna do this later because I want to do this with a proper X-Acto knife, and I don't have one handy. There's one buried in a little bin of mine somewhere around here. But you can take these fingers, and then you can knife them apart so they aren't like 3 fused fingers with 3 ball joints, and that just makes them 3 individual fingers on ball joints. It is kind of weird that these 3 are fused together here while still having 3 ball joints. It's like they knew, yet they didn't want to, I don't know. I mean, these dudes went so far as to put 3 ball socket joints in here. It's like just, I don't know, make up separate pieces. For now, I'm going to run with it as it is. You know, so it's by design. This doesn't look right, though. I feel like I've got the wrong fingers. Yeah, I had the wrong fingers. That's better. I must have not been paying attention to the numbers. Now they match up. Before they were going like in opposites, and like the pinky was the middle finger, and that just didn't look right. So, ideally, it's not going to be like a hassle and a half to... Oh, wait a second. I was doing it right, but I thought this was the palm. This isn't the palm. These are the knuckles. Okay. Well, so I was paying attention earlier. I wasn't paying attention now when it actually matters. Story of my life. Whoa. Whoa. Keep it together, yo. Alright, there we go. Got us a hand. We can attach this little wrist joint to it. Where's the gaching? Oh, there's a very slight gaching in there. Alright, grand assembly time. So we take this, we slide it through here. Pop it into here. And this is the part where I'm a little confused because the instructions are all like, make sure this piece is oriented like this, but then when I flip it around to get the slots in place, it doesn't really look like this anymore because the slots are side to... Wait a second. Oh. Well, that answers my question. I didn't have this arm here before. This actually does match up completely. Never mind. At least I think it matches up completely. I thought it matched up completely. Wait, does this even... Oh, this doesn't even clip in. This just rests there. And then this part is what really fuses it in there, I guess. Alright. So that gives us... Oh, I see the effect. It means that you can have this gray piece flop around a little bit for some wrist jointage. And then we're sliding this open and popping a beam saber hilt in. Because Gundams all love Star Wars. And we've got us an arm! So there's all the parts for the other arm lying around here. But I think what I'm going to do is a touch of magic. And... Oh! It's an arm. So... I also magically, while magically making this arm in the space of a couple of seconds, also went in and decided to try knifing the fingers, and it totally worked. They're all independent now. And the way that you could do this at home, dear studio audience, is if you take yourself one of these here X-Acto blades, and you get in between these here fingers, and then you don't go on camera and try to do this because that's a recipe for slicing your hand open on camera, but you gotta use a little bit of force, I found anyway. Not like brute force, but a little bit of pressure while sawing in there to get the fingers open. I removed the hand and kind of put it down against the table so I'd have like a surface to push on, and that's why I'm not doing it on camera, because I would rather do it in a far more controlled situation than that. So we've got arms, we got a torso, and we got a head. I think it's time to make shoulder pads. And in making shoulder pads, we're going to be duplicating things, and since this thing only had, like, this ×2 everywhere, I'm just going to do it all twice, because hopefully, not hopefully, clearly, there's not a whole lot to these shoulder pads, thus it should be pretty easy to do them up in twofer. I say that now. Perhaps my hubris will get the better of me sooner than later. But as we proceed on this journey of hubris and souls and swords, I was kind of surprised that these shoulder pads were not just part of the arm builds. And it makes me sit here and start thinking about, like, I wonder how the order of operations for model kits like this get planned out. Like, that's a side of toy design, or I guess in this case model kit design, that I feel I very much do not grasp all that well. I mean, surely there is like a logic, like a, you know, certain order of operations in which things are going to take place, one way or another. But I don't know. There's a thing like having, like, hey, we need the shoulder pads to happen over here, or we want you to, you know, put these parts together and don't connect them yet. Stick with them until later on. And it all, I'm quite sure, has, at least now, you know, in the last 5 or 10 years of this stuff being around, I'm sure a lot of it has grounding in intent. So I want to better understand that intent, so I can consume it and make it my own. Where does this go? Here? Okay. Doesn't really click in, it just sort of rests there. And then, okay, I guess this large thing is gonna eat both those joints alive for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yep. Alright. It's like the equivalent of an alligator clip. And then what do? We take this thing and we ga-ching this, what, in here? Where? Where is this gonna ga-ching? There we go. That's a nice little, a bit more of a ping than a ga-ching. But, yeah, here we are. Shoulder pad made, I think. Either that or at least shoulder pad gently resting on here, I think. Not getting a satisfying oomphy click anywhere. I don't know. Let's do this all one more time. So, the Gundam Unicorn, man. This thing blew my mind when I was over in Japan when it was being marketed. At the time, Gundam Seed, I think, was the new Gundam on the block. I remember because the Gundam store in Den Town was just like playing the theme song over and over and over again with whoever they were that did it, Lark on CL. And the kits, like the HG kits, were so cheap. They were like sometimes 900 yen. And I bought way too many of those, given how little I cared for the actual show they came from. I just thought some of the designs were cool. It's kind of the story of my life with Gundam. I've never been able to get through an entire Gundam show. There's something about it I just find does not hold my interest. How did I... Yeah. Oh, no, wait. This is the completed one, isn't it? Why is it going together? I don't understand. Duh. Alright, there we go. I did it. And while I'm at it, let's... oh, by the way, I was going to say, let's finish this off by doing the full assembly. And you might notice the head's already here. I just sort of clipped the head in to see how it would look, and it clipped into this collar piece, and now it won't let go, and the collar piece is what comes out when you pull on the head. I checked the instructions where they recommend you pull the head off to transform it, and they show that collar piece coming with it, so, sorry I robbed you guys of seeing that particular ga-ching connection. I hope you can forgive me. I don't know if I can forgive me, but at the very least I hope you all can be the ones to say it's okay. Oh, that clicked in nicely. Let's do that one more time. Oh, are you starting to show your hand there, Mr. Shoulder Pad? Come on, calm yourself. Have some self-control. Alright, we got us half a Gundam. Yo, what's up? I'm the Unicorn. And for a second when I was playing around with the arms, I was like, is that really the best the elbows can do? But there's a joint over here, so they can do better. Anyway, it's time to make a groin, so groin away! Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to build a crotch. I've been looking forward to this. Have you been looking forward to this? Because I know I have. Oh, how I've been looking forward to... Anyway, let's get this thing going here. I gotta stick some stuff together. Like this, and then fold it up like this. Did I leave a huge chunk of mold flash there, or is that no, it's intentional. Okay. I guess that's supposed to lock it in. Oh well. We'll see how that turns out. He said derisively. And you go in here. Alright. So I've got this, got these two crotch halves, and I'm just making a little salmon crotch sandwich out of these two pieces. And then how are we doing this? This is one of those kooky setups again. So this thing is plugging in here. And this goes on here. Alright. Ah, and then the sandwich is complete. I love this fluorescent pink, man. I can't get over it. I just like a model kit made entirely out of it, please. Thanks. Alright, we're jamming some more of this stuff on. How does this attach? Our finely crafted slot. And we got us an articulate groinal front. Precisely what we needed. Oh, here we got some pachin here. What's gonna pachin for me? This? Is it this? Is it this? Oh! Yeah, that was a hearty little pachin. Put you on there, and then you on top. Oh, yeah, that's some clickety-clack that makes me feel good. Alright, gonna move on up here for a second. And ignore the wobbling semi-balls. So we've got to get another little sandwiching of parts here on the way. That's the interesting thing I'm seeing about this kit so far, is like stuff that would be simple, like, you know, skirt plates, are now like these 3-layered things to accommodate all the pink. And I don't mind. I think it's actually quite inspired, if you ask me. So is this going in here? Yep, alright. And then... how's it? Oh, I see. This is like a little double joint that covers this up. That's cute. Okay, that was more force than I feel comfortable about applying, but whatever. And where does this go? This is on the front. Yeah, these feel like ABS on ABS ball joints. That's some heavy stuff, man. There ain't no fooling when it comes to this kind of connection. I just hope it doesn't wear itself super loose within like a day. This model kit has been out since late 2007. Most people have had it since 2008. So hopefully, if there are any things I should be wary of, ideally people can tell me as they're watching this, like, yo, don't push the crotch pieces in like that, you're going to make them snap, you fool. Alright, so I got this all oriented properly. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, that went a lot easier than the last one. Alright, front of the crotch. We'll spin them around and just put them there for now. Let's make these legular balls. I have heard some talk, you know, on the grapevine, that... what part is it? The knees on this apparently are goreful. That being a bit of a rustic way to say god awful. So I'm prepared for that when I see it. I'm curious exactly what it is that makes them so crap. I'm sure that a healthy dose of floor polish can do something to help them out, you know, at some point. I'm going to assemble this thing first, though, just to see how it all goes. Healthy dose of floor polish, maybe even just, like, shoving something in there, I don't know. I don't know what the connection looks like yet for the knee. So we'll cross that Rubicon when we get there. In the meantime, got this thing all clipped together. And I believe... oh, okay, so this goes over here. He's got hidden rockets in his skirt. That's cute. And this goes on here. Yep. I like, due to the layered placement of stuff on these transforming skirt bits, they feel really good. Like, they got this dense, tactile feel in your fingers that kind of makes me happy. I also like how a lot of these peg and port gimmicks have got a bit of a solid click once you get them in right and proper. This one I think is not going to give me that click because I was talking about it. It's embarrassed. It'll do it for me in private later. Anyway. Let's get this all arranged. So I hear there's like a Mark II or something of this kit. And then there's like a bajillion repaints. Like Gundam Unicorn, between the time of me getting this and it being like a novel and the time of me actually doing this, nearly 7 years after I bought it, and in that time Gundam Unicorn has gotten, it seems, a wee bit popular. So, I don't know. You all in the comments who know all about them unicorns, tell me about it. Tell me what's cool, what I should be looking at, because I've made a crotch. And while I'm here, just because the parts are here, why don't I also make an ankle? because I'm only going to do this once on camera, since I got to turn the page and prep the rest of the leg. So let's just have a go at this too. Let's cheat the order a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. I know you were all ready and set for a linear attack, but we're going to break the rules a touch and get a little bit of renegade style. I hope you're ready for it, because I'm building part of an ankle in the clip where I should only be building crotch. Oh, there's going to be another pachin here. Oh, yeah, that was a nice light pachin. It's like the pachins are the... and the gachin are more like the... I'm starting to understand the science of this. Either that, or I am legitimately just starting to lose my mind. I don't know. One of the two. Either way, we're probably going to have a good time. So this goes down here. Give him that little touch of pink. And then we add this on over top. Thanks to the handy dandy 1, 2, 3 down here. And finally, let's click this toe joint in. Whew! Rough. Where does this go? Does this just fold down? Yeah, it just folds down. Okay. Well, started making an ankle. Let's skip on ahead to the point where I turn the page. Jumpin' Jiminy Cricket, how many parts go into a leg on this guy? Well, he built this much, so I guess we'll just continue on from there. Took longer to get all this stuff cut and sanded and etc. than I think it will take anyone to actually watch this video. So congrats, Unicorn Gundam, your legs are officially ludicrous. And this thing goes in where exactly? What does it think it's trying to do here? Oh, it goes up here. Alright. Well, I suppose I can allow that. Does this really go in up here? Oh, right. Okay. I think I see. What am I missing? Oh. I was missing visual adherence to simple drawn directions. That's what I was missing. This isn't fitting at all. It's actually fit into the wrong clip much more easily. Why isn't it going to... There we go. Okay. And then we take this thingy and clip you in down here. There we go. I don't understand why it's easier to clip things in the wrong place, but whatever floats your whistle, as they say. Whatever rocks your socks. Whatever floats your house yacht. Ball jointed side of the ankle coverings. Sure. Let's do it. Let's get proper high end. Alright, I think I'm putting the foot down for a second here. And we're going to head over yonder. What's happening here? I've also successfully emptied a few sprues at this point in the build. I forgot which ones. I will say I cheated. I went ahead a little bit, and I clipped the 2 beam saber blades out of the beam saber blades sprue. Because I thought, hey, you know what? Who's gonna miss them? Not me! What I won't miss either is trying to get this stuff to... Push it down against the table. There we go! That is rough! That is rough stuff! And I gotta do it all over again. Oh no. This doesn't want to play nice. Alright, here we go. Ugh! Okay. And then... in what order do we do this? Oh, we just jam everything into here. Okay. Let's do it. So you... go in there. What about you? Alright. Pop it in. Oh. I guess he should have gone in last. Oh, no. Alright. There were no numbers on it this time, so it's the language. That's what got me. I wonder if I can just ease this thing open with a bit of applied anti-pressure. There we go. Alright, EU. Wait, what's going in what? There we go. What am I making here, exactly? What is this going to be? Is this going to be the knee? If so, okay, that's the ankle. I was going to say, if this is the knee, I think I understand those qualms about posability. I see where they're coming from. Alright. So now I gotta slam this thing together. Rockin'. Alright, let's bust this all together. So we take you and stick you into... What end am I looking at here? There we go. This is a ball socket that's going together here. Okay. And then we jam this down into here. Oh, that's tight. Look how layered that is. And over here, now this is ×2 on this this next bit. You see there the ×2. I don't know if that means that both of these are going to be used in one leg. I'm assuming they are, since step 7 is one leg. But I guess we'll see. Anyway, I'm doubling up on this. How's this work? Right, number 1 going here. Number 1 going... Okay. I guess that's all you're... Oh, so this thing's gonna fuse them together, I see. Yep. There we go. And then we finish it off with a pachin over here. Where's my pachin? I put that in the right way, right? Yeah, this looks proper. Let's do it one more time, because it was so fun the first time. Alright, slam it! And let's pachin it! Put chin! There we go. Alright, I'll just leave these here where I can see them. And coming up on step 7-5. Hardcore style. This is proper, just a little elevator joint. Woo! That's fun. What next? Okay, so we take K13, run you through here. This is another one of those make sure it all lines up before you put it together kind of deals. Oh, this must be the knee. Okay. So what am I keeping an eye on here? Oh. Seems tight enough. Oh, it just doesn't bend very far. Whatever. This dude, like, transforms a bunch. I can deal with it. Alright. So we take this. And we'll run you through here. Get some of that salmon pinku going on. If I can get it to peg in. It doesn't seem to want to peg in. Why? Got you there. I got... The fit on this is not kind. There we go. And the front. There we go. I don't think I'll ever be able to get that apart again, but there we go. And does this have... Yeah, it's got little divots in there. Oh, so this looks like another extender bit? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, okay, so number 1. Number 1, pull this up. Alright. Number 2, stick you in. I'm guessing this is to facilitate some of that there transformationing. Yep, alright. I'll cover you up. My hands are so super dry from all the filing I did. I should have gone and popped some moisturizer on before I started all this up again. I'm gonna be doing that between this and the next take, that is for sure. And alright, number one. Oh, first we assemble this thing together. Alright. So that's some thigh action. And let's properly legitimize this thigh with a little bit of white armor. I like how smooth this looks. Like you can see the little panel line there. This is coming off like real nice and I can just rub it all day. In fact, I might. And click you in. I said click. Click you in. Yada. Yada yo. Alright. There we go. Probably not entire. Oh, I see. So this folds out, and there are two different places for this to tab in depending on the extension. Except those tabs seem to be also pushing this piece back out again. So what am I... Oh! That is not lining up down there. This piece is not interchangeable. G9, I need the other G9, I guess. Well, we're gonna do it live. So I got the G sprue right here. So, other G9, get over here. Mortal Kombat X recently announced. I'm pretty hype, because the single player on the last one was delish. And I could go for some more single player Mortal Kombat from NetherRealm. Those guys got it, man. They got how to make single player fighting work. Because who plays fighting games against people? Am I right? Anyway. Hopefully I didn't mangle that last piece in my kludge-handed attempts. That went on like butter. Okay, you just put you over there. Where are we? More pink! More of that heaving... Well, that's the name of a little music group me and a buddy of mine made way, way back in '06? '05? It was very jokey, but it was a good time. The Heaving Wet Pink. It's around there somewhere on YouTube, I'm sure. Actually, no, it isn't, because Jacob deletes everything that he puts on YouTube. What is this connecting through? Through here? Oh, there's a rail up here as well. There we go. Now it's a proper slide in action. And let's sandwich this up. Look at that. We're making mechanisms. Feels good, man. Let's get this weird fin thing together. How's this go on? Oh, yeah, there are not only peg holes, there are also guiding rails. I would literally have to be an idiot to screw up putting that piece in. And even then, I still pulled it off. So I guess that means I'm fantastic. Alright. So get this leg out again. Okay, 3. And then 4. Okay, I did these two bits out of order. Oh well. The world will continue. Man, look at all this stuff in here. This is crazy, crazy. Next up, we're gonna put some big old panels together. This is kind of some finishing up type stuff for this leg. What arrangement have I defiled? There we go. So that meets there. Where is this gonna... Okay, I see. There are more peg holes. I keep going out of shot, too. Even when I make the shot wider to help, I manage to go out of shot. I'm talented. It's like 4 in the morning right now, because I have not been doing this all in one go, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you. I'm not going to tell you how many goes I've been going through on this, but you can probably count the clips, and there's time passing between all that stuff. Is the best way I can put it. Been watching a whole lot of Hannibal, though. Not sure if I'm actually fully engaged with the program, but it is kind of fun to watch nonetheless. Got me some Lawrence Fishburne action. Where's this go? Oh, that's over on this step. Alright! This thing is all rails. And is there an order on here? No, I don't see an order, so I'm just gonna wing it. Yeah, kneecaps. And some of this ish. These white panels clearly are meant to be ones you can disengage later to see all the detail underneath, which I think is pretty cool. Also means I can go back and gunmetal up some of those innards. Because y'all know I really am going to do that. Okay, here we go. One of these 7/4 bits. It's going to give me a pachin, that's what it's saying. I guess I'll just push. Oh, that was easy. Nope. It was in fact so easy that nothing happened. There we go. All right, solid leg. So let's foot it up. We're almost done this little spot of build. Got this all set up? Okay, there we go. Once again, it appears these little things have like multiple tab-in points. Oh, those click nice. Listen to that. Oh, that's a pachin if I've ever heard a pachin. Alright, first thing, labeled number 1. Put these things in. Alright. Click them. Oh, I'm seeing all kinds of, like, release, slide, relock mechanisms here. I like those. They feel like real machinery. Alright, this thing jacks in down here, and then finally... Oh, this is a leg among legs. Have I got everything here? I think so. Yeah, look at this thing. That's a device. Alright, well, you watched me build one leg, and it took about 16.5 minutes, so let's just magic our way over to having 2 legs. It's a brand new leg, and it's a brand new day. It's quite a while later, and I'm recharged and ready to continue on and make us a backpack. So we're just about done building pieces of the Gundam, and soon we're going to be instead building pieces of the weaponry, I think. 'Cause this dude's got some serious armaments, yo. But first thing is first, I've got to plug this stuff together. Where is this gonna go? Over here, like this? Alright, that seems right. Let's do that dance one more time. Okay. So one thing I'm noticing on Hannibal that I'm really enjoying is just the fact that Scott Thompson is in it, because I have not seen Scott Thompson in anything for a while. And when he popped up in Hannibal, I was like, Scott Thompson? And he's just part of the cast, and it's great. I'm actually really enjoying him just as, like, one of the characters in the show. If you don't know Scott Thompson, then you didn't see Kids in the Hall, and thus you had a very regrettable life, I guess. Don't mean to sound harsh, but anyone out there who's seen Kids in the Hall, I think, could back me up on that one. Kids in the Hall is some formative comedy gold. And these little things, I guess, are... Whoop! Dropped it, but I watched it fall, so I know where it is. It's right here. These things are kind of like, what do you call it? 3-dimensional panel lining for what's etched into the lovely salmon pinku translucent plastic here. Alright, we're folding all this up. I see that we have the makings of a backpack going on. Well, it says backpack right up there, but look, I'm just trying to be cool. Alright, this thing, I need to have that bit on top, and then where are we slotting you? Around this? Is that the story? That appears to be the story. Alright, you got a solid grip. And now we're taking this. I think this goes like here? I think? Oh, I see. This also goes onto the same monkey bar that the other thing is swinging from. There we go. Ah! So it does that. Of course! Well, let's get this stuff all laid down together. We did it! That's a nice, dense little backpack. Feels good. It's got some thickness to it. We're already over onto stage completion. So, let's see. This is going to go together, all like that. And then got some more of these lightsaber handles. Sorry. Beam saber handles. Something I haven't watched as of this recording is Gundam Build Fighters. Because apparently I'm a terrible person. No, my Twitter is lit up about that show. Sounds like it's a good time. I'd like to check it out sometime. It seems it's even legally available to watch, English subtitled, which is something I am happy to support. We have the means and the technology now that anything that lets you legally watch something, you know, for 0 to tiny amounts of money, see, it's worth supporting just to convince these big companies, yeah, do that. Don't do big dumb cable packages. Don't do $50 DVD releases. They shouldn't do those anyway. This isn't Japan. Yeah. We've got us a backpack. Look at that thing. A little densely packed thing. So one more step we're going to go to here, which is the bottom assemble. We're going to make us a bottom. So I'm going to start off by sticking these legs onto these hips. Hopefully they won't explode when I do so. It does not seem like they're exploding, so we're off to a good and healthy start. And pretty soon, I think we're going to have a built bipedal Gundam. I just have to make these little hip skirt dealies. How's this peg in? What's going on here? Is that how it sticks? I guess? Okay. This is clearly a slidey bit. I guess I'll just squish everything together and hopefully that works. How does it slide out afterwards? Ah, there we go. Ah, yes. Okay. That's cool. Let's make one more of those. So this thing I've got to push until it clicks into those rails. And then all is well. Robert, your father's brother, as the overly clever and all too smug tend to say. Alright, let's turn the page here and see what's up next. I think we're up to, yeah, body assemble. We assembled the bottom. Now we're going to assemble the body. So let's go full-on Gatai here. As I mentioned before, the head's already in. Now we got us a Gundam Unicorn, who's got no backpack. Well, we'll fix that in a second. Oh, that's kind of cool. So this thing appears to not just, like, peg in, but you push it in, then run it down this little rail here. See, it's got, like, a T-bar connection. That's cool! That's both solid, but, like, logically removable. I appreciate that. Oh, man! It's a Gundam! Alright. So we got us our unicorn here, all built and ready to go. So I guess we just gotta make him some guns. I suppose it'll be either our final or second to final part. And it'll happen right now! weaponry. We're gonna start off all the way over here. Gonna take this thing out by building some guns. I'm still not... Okay, there we go. That's better. Let's build some guns. So this guy has 3 weapons. He's got a beam magnum, a quote hyper bazooka, and then a shield. It's good to see defense, you know, as part of the whole package. Feel weird if this guy didn't have some way of defending himself, although, I mean, technically the best way to defend yourself is to shoot everyone with your hyper bazooka. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I think there are some wasted resources going on here. Why do you need a shield when you have a thing called a hyper bazooka? Here's how you defend yourself with a hyper bazooka. You shoot them first. The end. Pro tip for you there, Gundam. How's this go on? Is this... Oh, I'm trying to slip this onto the wrong part, aren't I? This goes over here. There we go. I'm gonna fix my lights around a little bit to make this sector of the build easier to see. That's better. So next, we've got this thingy. How's this gonna work? Oh, it's another rail thing, I see. So it slips onto another T-bar connection. And then this thing is gonna clip on here. So I guess these are all the moving parts of the rifle. Alright, let's head on up. Let's move it on up, one might say. And yeah, look at all this. That was fun to clip and sand 15 times. Actually 16, because it was 2 sprues of 8, so I got a spare one. I've also clipped out this little fella here. And this is a part I skipped. This is part I-21. This is to connect the Gundam Unicorn to an action base. Action base 1, according to the instructions. I'm not sure if, you know, within the last 6.5 years, other, perhaps even better action bases have come out since, but we'll see, I suppose. Whoop, stay in there. Whoa! I'm sure this will all lock together by the time we're done. I hope. I also pre-applied a sticker or 2. There were 2 left. They were these dumb green ones that went flying when they were the tiny versions going inside the head. These ones, as they're part of the guns, I thought, like, hey, I'll give it a try. But I did it off camera so I could get the maximum amount of press and pre-sanding on the surface and etc. Hopefully that's enough to get these things to stick and stay. But I guess we'll see. And we've got this nozzle business coming together here. There we go. Let's jam you in here. That's a whole lot of a gun. Alright, let's make some ammo. Heavy ammunition, yo. This will take a little while, I guess. Making 3 packs of 5. I like the angles on this. This looks real pretty. There's something just visually appealing about that. Kind of like, I don't know, a nicely designed fan. An ammo fan. Hey, check that out. 1 move. Okay, like 1.5 moves. Got that all together. Can I do it again? Let's go. 1 more. Yeah! We did it. I won. We're real good at this. Alright. And then this thing plugs in up here. And hey, ammo packs are ready. Okay, that took a lot less time than I expected. How does this mount? So we take this and just stick it up there. Okay, that's why this extends. That's kind of cool. This like clips in all proper like. Look at that. Look at that. That's friggin' neat. And we got a lock as well. Cool. Alright. That's a gun. With some spare ammo. Let's make us a hyper bazooka. So there's a particular way this goes together as well. Is it done? Nah, of course it's not done. What am I saying? This goes into here, I guess. Alright, we got one of these little locky Medu's here as well. Excellent. Oh yeah! Churning butter! And over here, gotta connect all this nonsense. Lots of pumpables. There's lots of pumpable stuff on these weapons. I like a pumpable gun. Gives you an extra sense of satisfaction right before you use it to end things. Ah, yes. And looks like we're gonna end this off with a few teeny accoutrements. I don't really know any of the science behind these Gundam guns. All I know is that Gundams can use them. So I'm guessing they're full of, Gundonium. They shoot Gundam beams. Alright. Let's move these things out of the way. I gotta turn the page, and I know what you're thinking. It's like, oh no, he's gotta turn the page. This is all gonna go wrong. He's gotta clip more parts. Well, son. I put them all over here already. So we're ready to go! Alright, let's completion this. So it says, pull that... Nope. Pull this over here. How? Oh, I see. And then... Oh, more ammo stuff. Okay. So I've got this thing here. Pardon my arm. And... yeah, slip it in there. Alright. Then what? So just clip in there? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay! Last but not least, we're gonna make us a shield. And all the bits for the shield are a little farther away, so I'm just gonna reach over and pull them in a bit at a time. But I'll do it all for your entertainment right over here in the viewing space. Your entertainment. Who's even watching anymore? I hope some of you are watching still. This should be vindication for some of the long-timers here on this channel. This dope is finally building that Gundam he bought in 2007. Alright, we got some of our final fluorescent pink bits. In the form of these fan things. Lots of thin stuff here. Got all paranoid when I was getting all the mold flash off. I was like, I hope it doesn't snap. Alright, so this is going to cycle through this device. Gotta make the opposing watermelon blade. And yeah, this is 2007. This predates Gaim a whole bunch. Take from that what you will. But Gundam Unicorn may well have invented the watermelon blade. Alright. So you're gonna go on here. You're gonna go on here. I think. Is this proper? Feels like a whole lot of loose bits that I'm trying to keep from flopping around. I hope this works out. Because then I've got to jam this stuff into here. And just line it all up and hope it works. Okay, what if I try the other way around? But have I already gotten this going backwards? Don't tell me I've already got this going backwards. There we go. Whoa! I bent some plastic there. Gotta be careful. Man, this is rough. Oh, I'm doing it backwards, that's why. Well, that explains some of it, I guess. There we go. And this stuff will fan out. Still. Yep. Alright. I did it! Ah! And finally we got this little bit. It's a nice shape. And so what are we doing? Taking this. And how is this going to clip into here? Is this another rail? Ah, it's another rail. Okay. Yeah, fold all up. Please and thank you. Why ain't you folding all up? Didn't do something wrong here, did I? Oh, this is coming off, that's why. Gotcha! Alright. Shield is made. Now it's time for some weapons equipment. Oh, I've also got these beam saber things. There's 2 of them. He's got 4 places to stick them. I don't know how I feel about that. But we're going to arm this dude up. So who cares? Let's get that beam rifle out. And what am I doing? Slide this forward. Let this tabs in over here. Ow. I bumped my glasses on the camera. That's alright. I got a beam rifle mounted. You can also hold them. Okay. Can stick stuff on his back, on his arm. Oh man, there's all this different stuff to do. Oh, one more thing to build. I was wondering about these leftover eye parts. I guess we're doing this live. So these are to build the shield mount. Okay. Try to be expedient as I work here. We're on the final stretch, so whatever happens next, I think we've crossed all the Rubicons we can cross. All right, get those other eye parts out. Clip, and... Alright, all sprues complete. Get out of my way. Okay. What am I taking note of here? The angle? Right. And this thing... Okay. So when you're not clipped in there, what am I doing? Oh, I see. This goes into the top here. Interesting. That's what we take the shield. And just peg that in there. Ah, cool. Alright, he's got a proper shield in his arm. And, oh, there's storage for the ammo clips back here as well. Good to see. Come on. Gotcha. Seems like you can store the clip in here as well. Like this missile clip can store back there too if you so choose. I want to mount this thing on his back. How do I do that? Oh. There should be a little thing I flip up here. Yeah. So you can have one of these two weapons mounted on his back in that little backpack slot. Let's put the bazooka there. Oh man, this guy is standing up. This feels good. Oh, can I tilt this at all? Nope. Okay, whatever. Let's reorient this camera angle a little bit. This is a tad groinal, but it'll get better. There we are. Okay. So if we get you to hold your gun, then I can say we can call it a day on this. This guy transforms into a destroy mode. I guess I'll cut away and then show you that before we fully adjourn. The transformation for it's a little bit finicky. I've been cheating and playing around with parts as they were built to see how they transform, and I think doing it all on camera will just extend this V-build out by like another 10 minutes. So that's not part of the build. I'll just show you the end result. And then if you really want to see the transformation, let me know, and we'll do like a, I don't know, we'll do a chill formations. It's not a very chill transformation, but nonetheless. This dude is hefty. This guy feels like he's got weight. I like it. This is a cool kit. I'm happy I built this. It only took me 6.5 years, but I'm happy I built it. I guess we'll be right back, and then we'll take a look at the destroy mode, and then I'll bid y'all adieu for now. So, all right, destroy mode is here, and it is a little bit finicky to get to, but yo, here he is. He's got a big old beam saber sticking out his wrist. His sword's got butterfly wings, and his cheeks are super ready to fall off his face at any given moment. That's probably the worst part of this whole thing. It's somewhere between the cheeks and the way the kneecaps come together. It just does not work. Also, his beam saber just flew out of his hand. I got it, though. It's alright. I'll put it back. No one needs to know that that just happened. No one needs to know. Okay. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to that big-ass V-build. It's been a long time coming, and it's done. I'm not against building more Gundams, and I mean I still have to do all the, what do you call them, the crazy dry transfer things on this guy because he's a Katoki. But I don't know when I'm going to do that. I kind of like how he looks right now, and I'd rather do if I'm going to paint anything, I'd like to at least flat coat stuff before I put those things down, unless I'm not supposed to. Tell me, you experienced gunplotters, what order you would do things next on this Unicorn Gundam Verka, because I'm kind of just reading message board posts and flying by the seat of my pants. But if you have any advice for me as far as putting down a flat coat and getting those dry transfers on, let me know what you'd do. Anyway, this has been Internet Personality Evangelist. That's been a really long V-build, so I think I'm going to do some more simple stuff. In fact, I'm going to do some simple stuff so hard, I'm going to go back in time to before I even started filming this, and I'm going to shoot a lockdown and a drift and a lockdown and a drift. It's funny how time can be so malleable in the hands of video editing, isn't it?